Lawyer U.S. Navy veteran held in Iran sentenced to 10 years. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. A U.S. Navy veteran from California has been sentenced to 10 years in prison in Iran, his lawyer said Saturday, becoming the first American known to be imprisoned there since President Donald Trump took office. Though the case against Michael R. White remains unclear, it comes as Trump has taken a hardline approach to Iran by pulling the U.S. out of Tehran's nuclear deal with world powers. Iran, which in the past has used its detention of Westerners and dual nationals as leverage in negotiations, has yet to report on White's sentence in state-controlled media. Its mission to the U.S. obviously. White's arrest was first reported by Iran Wire, an online news service run by Iranian expatriates, which interviewed a former Iranian prisoner who said he met White at Baqil Abad prison in the northeastern city of Mashhad in October. In the time since, White has been convicted of insulting Iran's supreme leader and posting private information online, Zaid said. He said the State Department said late Saturday that it was aware. The New York Times first reported White's 10-year sentence. White's mother, Joanne White, had told the Times that her son, who lives in Imperial Beach, California, went to Iran to see a woman she described as his girlfriend and had booked a July 27 flight back home to San Diego via the United Arab Emirates. She filed a miss. White worked as a cook in the U.S. Navy and left the service about a decade ago. Zaid said Saturday that White apparently traveled to Mashhad without informing the woman in advance. It remains difficult. There are 3 other Americans known to be held in Iran. Iranian-American Siamak Namazev and his octogenarian father Bakr, a former UNICEF representative who served as governor of Iran's oil-rich Khuzestan province under the U.S.-backed Shah, are both serving 10-year sentences on espionage charges. Iranian-American Ravin Shahini was released on bail in 2017 after staging a hunger strike while serving an 18-year prison sentence for collaboration. Also in an Iranian prison is Nizar Zakha, a U.S. permanent resident from Lebanon who advocated for internet freedom and has done work for the U.S. government. He was sentenced to former FBI agent Robert Levinson, who vanished in Iran in 2007 while on an unauthorized CIA mission, remains missing. Iran says, follow John Gambrell on Twitter at www.twitter.com/JohnGambrellApp.
Raindrops, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.